What's going on, guys? It's Steve, and lately I've been reading and watching a lot of discussions on VR today, and pretty much the future of VR. Now, I know it has a lot of practical uses in the medical world and teaching world and stuff like that, but I kind of wanted to keep my thoughts, put my thoughts out there on what VR means for the gaming industry, specifically with PlayStation VR and Oculus Rift. Now, I know it's a lot of news and debacle and debates on those two platforms, consoles, whatever you want to classify them as. And I kind of just wanted to give my thoughts on what I believe VR can be in the gaming ecosystem, the gaming industry. Now, a lot of people assume that VR is the future of gaming. That's where all games are going to be played soon. You're going to go home, put your headset on, and get lost in the world. I don't really believe that. Gaming will always be coming home and being able to plug in your control or mouse and keyboard or however else you play them, and that will always be gaming forever. Now, these headsets will give a different experience, but it will not replace the ones we've grown to love and grown to always play. Now, I do have some issues with VR. Now, personally, I have not used it. I haven't gone to any events that they've had it there to be used. So as a consumer, it's still being shown off and talked about, amongst friends as being a gimmick. People see it as the next PlayStation Move or the Wii, where it was just kind of awesome at first, a couple mini games, and then you just put it in your closet. It's, is this the next wave of Guitar Hero games and Rock Band? And I don't believe VR is that. VR has a lot of potential. Now, what potential it is, I don't know. It's not going to be some Matrix or Sword Art Online nonsense where your nervous system and everything's connected. As of right now, from what we've seen from trailers and different shows, it's pretty much being able to move the camera with your head, being able to be fully immersed in that world. But my issue is, as of right now, all it's doing is replacing my right analog stick on my home consoles. Is that really the next step in gaming? Now, I know there's been different kinds of experiments with Oculus Rifts, mainly Oculus Rift, that leads to these new experiences in gaming. But before that can actually be, sold, we have to worry about exactly what it's being marketed as. Now, we can't have the Oculus Rift and just expect it to sell, especially at the price range that these devices are coming out at. So it's a little messy. It's also messy in the aspect that who are these devices targeted for? Are they targeted for the core gamer? Because core gamers are used to coming home, putting their regular headphones on, and jumping onto their favorite games. The more casual people don't really think, I don't feel that a more casual player is going to want to come home, have to hook all that up, move things out the way, just to play a 30-minute game. Because health reason wise, I don't think you'll be able to play this for that long. I don't know about the battery in the system and how that works in the headsets. But health-wise, having that on your head, moving around, you're going to get disoriented. You might get sick from it. People are going to easily get sick from this stuff. So, it's not directed for the casual. You have to find that balance. There's an audience for this. But how to direct to them, and I don't think that's something either company has been able to do. People aren't excited for either. People are excited for what it may promise, virtual reality simulations and things like that. But as a core game device, I don't think so. And that's my issue with Sony's particular, because they're trying to sell it as a new gaming accessory, where Oculus has different functions, and I've seen people do different medical teachings and different things like that, and I kind of understand where they're testing their waters. But Sony's is pretty much sticking their hands in, this is gaming. They're just going to make games for this. And they use the word games, but I kind of think of them as like apps on the phone, where you use them for a couple minutes and you're over. People come home excited, play Uncharted 4, and they will knock it out in one sitting. You won't be able to do that with a VR game, at least in my opinion. You won't be able to sit there for 10, 12 hours with that headset on and feel fine. You're gonna get sick and throw up and headache, and your eyes are gonna burn. It's a hard decision. Now it's hard to talk about VR because Again, I haven't used it personally. I don't know anyone that has used it personally. And that's where the issues come in. Besides a couple of these, tech demos we've seen, what are these games going to be on these systems? What are going to be the, launch games? Because device may be great, but if there's no support, then it's not going to go anywhere. I mean, we saw that with the PlayStation Vita, one of my favorite handhelds, but with no support, it failed. We saw this with Nintendo and the Wii U. We have, not the greatest hardware, interesting hardware, but there was no support and nobody bought it. That's why it failed the way it did. So those are just my thoughts on VR. Will it succeed? I don't know. Will it be the future of gaming? I don't think so. But it has the potential to stay in that industry. It has the potential to be, on shelf with the home consoles and the PCs. It belongs there. It just has to be done properly, and I feel people will be able to. But this first wave of VR is going to have a lot of kinks. It's going to have a lot of negative reviews. Critics are going to be very hard on it. People are kind of painting it to be something way more than it is, which is just a different camera view from what I've seen on it. Now, I hate to sound so negative on it, and I hate to, try to almost say that it's a gimmick, because I feel like it's not. I feel like there's more to it. We just haven't seen it. We haven't seen the steps that this thing could go to. So, I just wanted to get my thoughts out there, get the conversations going. Are you guys excited for VR? Let me know. Is this something you're looking forward to? Something you don't care about at all? Something you wish to, but there's no games for it? What would you use the VR for? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, take care.